So right up here, I'm just going to take this vertical line to start, and I'm going to try to find the height of this. So that's just the height from this side of it. Okay, and then going parallel lines 30 degrees to one direction, 30 degrees, and if you have the other drawings and they're kind of sitting there, it's going approximately the same angle there. Once I have that, it's kind of the arbitrary. It's almost a cube shape, so you can't go too far off. And then 30 degrees going back. Okay, so I have mine pretty close to the top, just as a composition. So once you have that piece done, and you take a look at how this is cut out, you can see the split of the wood right here, so as they built this. So I just have to project these shapes on either side, and it's kind of start off with the easier one, which is this L shape. So I'm just going to put a point about half the distance up here, go 30 degrees that way, and I don't know where this is, but if I just make it about the midpoint, that takes it up that way to be this little edge right here. To find this cutout, it's very similar to the first one where this was cut out, but you don't go all the way across. Just doing about half the distance. So from these three parts you can kind of see the beginning of that being cut out. I don't know the other part until I arbitrarily, it's about half the distance. I'm just going up vertically till it hits here, and then it's going to intersect somewhere along here. So once it intersects there, that's when you drop this part down. If I take this lightly out, this little intersection here, you can kind of see this cube that's been created, and it fits right into that piece. And there you have that part cut out right there. The latter one, this part goes all the way through. This is the flat view of it. When you take a look on this illustration, you can see this cut out as an orthographic isometric. This is the orthographic part. So down here I'm just going to go and create that little window, and it becomes just like this one here. So from this point, 30 degrees going this direction. Okay? So for the most part you have everything listed right there. Same with the cast shadow. Any of these 2 points, if I connect it, light source is coming this direction, taking this triangle, it's almost going to be a cube shadow. It's going to go back, it'll go through this part. This will also be the same angle, but the part that's hidden that you can't see is going to project itself and give you this point, and that's going to be connected back here. And that'll give you that cast shadow. Once you have that part done, kind of go through the same process of this shading and start to find this 3 values, 3 top surfaces, a light, medium, and a dark value, and see if you can't illustrate that section there. So I'm just going to go with the direction of the vertical line for the shading, just in case the hatch lines we'll talk about. So this side is going to be the darkest. Okay. Again, I've lost all the lines already, so that's what you're trying to accomplish. The second one is the lighter value. So that's going to be the mid-tone range. And I'm going with this parallel line this direction. And this one's going to be there. And the last one, the top part, is going to be into the lightest value. So this line right here, what I'm trying to get you to do is just to gently fade that in until it becomes very light. So this is the lightest one. This part down here would be the darker, and this also is going to cast a shadow. So the same angle here from this point is going to be this shaded across. The cast shadow is going to be dark to light. Darkest as it's closest to the surface of the object, right here. And it slowly builds that part up. This part here is also going to be the light, might have a little reflection in there. And you want to take it from this stage to this stage. So that just involves a little heavier shading in there. So when you do this, it's a good idea to start with the heaviest value first. Again, you can draw it freehand. You can just show you this again. This is the straight edge. So that's helping me find that edge. And I'm just pushing the triangle across just to give me a little guidance there. And that builds this piece up. Here's another edge this way. So it's just a way to help. I also put maybe use a little scrap piece of paper, so if I smear the drawing with my hand, I can even use a piece of paper as a template and just shade right over the top of it. So it's going from dark to light, just like the gradients on the computer. That'll help you with your drawing. So this part is going to be the cleanest edge there. And that gives me almost like a shield to work from. So you're trying to get a nice transition . You don't have to use this shield. I'm just showing it to you just as another aid for your drawing. And when it gets down to the base where it's touching the ground, that's where it's going to be a little heavier. So see how you do on that part? Put a little cast shadow here. Remember, the shadow is going to be dark and fade away to light. There's a lot of ambient light that will reflect into there and take away the strength of that value there.